Legend of Zelda is classist, sexist, and racist. The Unholy Triforce. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I do agree with Anita Sarkeesian on one thing, and that is, remember that it's both possible and even necessary to simultaneously enjoy media while also being critical of its more problematic or pernicious aspects. Now that's all fine and dandy if you want to write about social issues, but is basing it on Ocarina of Time really the best way to do that? Ocarina portrays the apprentices or journeymen as lazy and shiftless, and the boss as the only one willing to work. By focusing on the greed of individuals, the game ignores how private property incentivizes and even mandates such behavior. And with this moralizing focus comes a belief that society's economic ills are intractable because of humanity's flawed nature. How in God's name are you drawing this conclusion from Ocarina of Time? Karl Marx described this relationship as one of oppressor and oppressed. Legend of Zelda? Pfft. Ditch that title, man. Should have called it Karl Marx and the Ocarina of Communism. What am I reading? From the perspective of domesticated animals, agriculture of the past was a gentler prospect than the modern factory farm system, but for non-humans, the pre-industrial farm, as symbolized by Lon Lon Ranch, was still a place of exploitation and violence. What kind of person gets to Lon Lon Ranch and is like, you know, animal rights really are important? This is like pseudo-intellectualism at its most obvious. You can write an article with fancy language, integrating all these political aspects, and even if there is some point to be gained from this turd, the premise is so ridiculous, you can't take it seriously. In what world do you think the creators of Ocarina of Time were thinking about Karl Marx racism, sexism, and class issues? Where did you get this from?
If a person consistently reads and advocates the views expressed in a communist publication, he may be a communist.
The Legend of Zelda franchise seems to attract a lot of these hot takes. It's actually impressive how deep the rabbit hole goes. There never really was a Dark Link. Link in the Zelda series are just racist.
Well, excuse me, princess.
Dark Link's not a black version of Link, he's a shadow. He's the absence of Link's purity and light.
Excuse me, princess.